Absheni, we are talking cars. This is going to be a very special episode for mainly two reasons. Number one, this is an Alfa Romeo Giulietta, and we love Giuliettas on this page. Number two, I happen to own the car, so I've owned it for the past 4.5, 5 years. Yeah, 4.5 to 5 years, yes. And yeah, it's been a beautiful journey so far. So I'm gonna detail out some of the things that I've done to the car. And yeah, so let's start with the basics. This is a 1.4 TBI engine which offers you 88 kilowatts of power and 206 newton meters of torque. So yeah, it doesn't really sound like much, but it feels fairly okay. And yeah, so there have been a few modifications that I did on this car. And yeah, let's really start with the looks of it. From the front, you get this big halogen headlights, which are not really that bright, but we forgive it mainly for the looks. And then this being an Alpha, it is characterized by the license plate being on the far left, which is a unique touch. Looks good. We approve of that. And this being the first generation, it came with this grille. There have been a few updates since then. This didn't have these fog lights. This was a me extra because I wanted it to look the part, so I went and modified those slightly, and yeah, this is the outcome. So without you knowing, you wouldn't be able to tell that this is an entry level model. So speaking of modifications that were done, I went and added these 17-inch alloy rims, which I think they look okay. Not really the most beautiful out there, not groundbreaking. There was an option to fit 19s, but I wouldn't want to do that because why? Low profile tires are a no-go area. As for the silhouette of the car, it looks like a two-door, mainly because the rear door handle is recessed, and then you only find this one that's placed over there. So bear in mind, this is an entry-level model, so you will not pick up the cloverleaf badge that would normally be placed over there. So this is something only an alpha head would pick up. For the general public, it is not common knowledge. So what you don't know probably won't hurt you, or it might, who knows. So yeah. What do you guys think of the looks of the car so far? We're still going to delve deeper into it, look into it in detail. But yeah, so this is a piece of me that I'm putting out there, sharing with the world. And yeah, I really love this car. This is more of a forever yeah, type of car for me. Yeah, let's delve deeper into it. Now this is what the Giulietta looks like from the rear. There were a few modifications that were done. What do I mean by that? The exhausts, which are quite in your face. These were a me extra. So standard it came with only one tailpiece. Standard it only came with one tailpiece, and it was on the left hand side. So I went for a dual exit tailpieces, dual exit exhaust setup, where there's one gigantic tailpiece on the other end. So it's like a 101 millimeter on both. It's quite huge, it's quite big. And this Giulietta Veloce diffuser. So this came standard with the facelifted ones. And yeah, I think I really do like it. It also sounds quite nice. I'm gonna start it up and then you can hear what it sounds like. Yeah, what are your thoughts on that? And the lights were tinted as well, so the tint is a bit old now, but yeah, it is definitely due for a refresh, but I think it still looks good nonetheless. So as standard, we start with the door card. This is hard to the touch, and then it's nicely padded and soft over here, so the use of leather. It's also nicely padded on this part, and then a bit of plastic over there. So these are your one power up or down window controls, and then your electronic mirrors over there. So on this end, you do find your speaker cutout, and there is a door pocket, which is not really useful much for anything. it doesn't really help you with much. Maybe a file or a wallet could stay over there, and that's it. Now for the interior, well, there's a lot that I did since getting this car. So one of the things that I did was change out the interior. So these seats are from the QV models, the earlier ones, the manual variant, and they feature a red and black stitching. These are the sports seats that you get on the QV. This had normal cloth seats, and yeah, they're adjustable on this part. So to raise it up and down, this is where you do it. And yeah, the backrest. No lumbar support thingy, but I think somehow, as you sit on it, it sort of like adjusts a bit. So I don't really know. So this is what the Giulietta looks like from the inside. This is where it all began. Yeah, these are the seats that I got off a QV. Leather, a bit of Alcantara in between. There is a nice Alfa Romeo badge that is over there, and there's another stitching, red and black in between. This pattern looks nice, feels nice. I like them. So standard, it came with cloth seats, which I didn't like, so I had to get rid of those. And then so they, I don't remember, it didn't have an armrest. Yeah, there was no center armrest. So when I got these seats, it came with a center armrest, which I love, which is, you can really pick it up and reveal the most useless feature I've ever seen on any car. These cup holders, these are really useless. They don't really do much. So standard, you normally find it like this. Looks a bit fancy. This is I don't know, is it a coin holder, an ashtray? I don't know. Yeah, but it stays in there. I normally prefer to keep it right behind me. There's a bit of that. I don't know what you might use that for, but let me show you like how useless these cup holders are. This is a standard bottle, nothing too big. Can't go in there. It can't really go in there. It can't really go in there. In the case that you do get something that goes in there, it might either fall or spill or whatever. So I really think these are the most useless cup holders I've ever seen. Sharp. And then you get your 12-volt power supply on this area. You get your 6-speed gear shift lever. It's nice and chunky in your hand, for that sporty feel. Great stuff. And then there is a bit of a storage area on this part to store one or two things, coins or something really small. And then the famous DNA switch, DNA, D for dynamic or sports, N for natural, which is like normal, and then A for all weather, which is really usable in rainy and wet conditions. So yeah, it really does change the mapping of the car. So in dynamic mode, it's a lot more aggressive. It feels a lot more wild. It's a bit more violent. It wants to get up and go. And then in all weather, it is quite sedated. And then normal is normal. So you do find your knobs. This is an air conditioning system. This is not climate control because it's not automatic. There is no auto button anyway. Everything you adjust manually. And this is only because this is the entry level Giulietta. The one above that has the same air conditioning system or has the climate control that you find on the QV. I'm referring to that very first video that we did on the channel. Go have a look at it. So you do find these really beautiful knobs. Yeah, this feels like more. I've never been in a plane in the pilot's cockpit, but I can imagine it looks something like this. This is, yeah, ready, set, go. So this is obviously for your fog light. There you one, and this is your start and stop button, and to lock the entire car. So it features this plastic insert, it also comes in different patterns depending on the trim that you get. And this entry level one, this is the basic one. This is how you get it. And then your radio, which is 10 years old, features a CD, but at least there is an aux port, there is a USB port. It's hidden over there. Yes. So right next to hoping you can pick it up. So this is the aux cable, which is what I primarily use, and then there is a USB port over there, and space inside here is okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's not really that big, but it's not too small either. A bit usable. And then material wise, on this part, it's slightly, I wouldn't call it hard, but it's not as soft as you'd expect it to be. It's not really that plush. And then but it's a good material nonetheless. And this is the hard part over there. And this used to have a button or a spring where as you press it, it would pop up, but that broke. and I since took it off. So this is how I open it, manual. So instead, it doesn't really stay up. I just need to open it and use it for whatever, and that's that. And then these are your dials, which are really sporty. On, beautiful. Yeah, nice, really sporty dials. It has quite a sporty feel from this end. So it has the Blue and Me system, which is an audio Bluetooth system, I think. So what it does is you pair your phone to it, and then you can like give voice commands to the car, like, hey, radio or whatever. But it's really old tech that has never been useful to me. I've never used it at all. I've never been a fan of it. And yeah, this is where you obviously do adjust for those type of things on this part and your audio controls. So yeah, it has capabilities. As you can see, there's a bit of scratches over there, but it's fine. Nothing too bad. And yeah, this is it. So there is no cruise control on this one because this is the entry level 1.4. So from the rear, you do get this metal-like finish on the door handle itself. This part is hard to the touch. This is soft leather that is used throughout, which is great for the door handle. And then a window control space, yeah, for maybe a wallet or a phone, something small, and a speaker cutout. Now from the inside, the theme still continues, really, to be honest. Red and black stitching is used, and yeah, same thing as the front, to be honest. You do get a center armrest, which is nice and soft, nicely padded. You can open it just like that. There is space for something in there, and yeah, there's cup holders which are adaptive somewhat, much better than the front ones, yeah, probably. And then you can close it just like that. Look at how squishy it actually feels. Really nice, good stuff. And then as for the materials that were used on the seats, you get cloth material with a badge in there, a bit of suede in between, and these interesting patterns that we used. You also do get isofix mounting points. As you can probably tell, on the other side there is a baby seat. Let's really go inside the car and check out the space. So this is behind my driving position, and yeah, decent enough space for my knees, enough room for my toes. Great stuff. And there's a pocket behind the seat. As for the boot area, well, this is what it looks like. A bit of a subwoofer here and there, just so you can make a bit of noise. A few bags in there, and underneath is a spare wheel. Will I be able to show it though? I don't think so. Can I? Okay, yeah, there it is. A spare wheel with like a jacks and whatever. This is a spare saver. Not really great. I don't really like it. I don't love it. Zero affection whatsoever. And yeah, I mean, this is it. A bit of a storage pocket on the other side. And then yeah, same thing on the side as well. And yeah, great stuff. So driving in the city, it is quite an easy car to drive. Everything is within reach. It is quite smooth. The ergonomics are right on point. Everything that I want to touch is really within reach. Gearbox is nice and sweet. The gear shift action is proper. And yeah, one other thing, the torque. There's plenty of torque from this engine. I've done like 183,000 kilometers with this car. No issues to report whatsoever. No turbo issues, like no issues at all, like 000. So yeah, as far as reliability goes, this is a car that I can easily start and drive to Cape Town from Joburg. I really do trust this car like that. And from down low, there's just plenty of torque. You can drive it as you wish, as you like. It really does comply. And yeah, maybe this is why I really do love this car. So I didn't mention, but there is a software upgrade. So the car is decatted, downpipe. So we decat the catalytic converter, and then that allows a bit of room for the engine to breathe. That coupled with the exhaust, then yeah, it's free flowing basically, and yeah, it has freed up a lot of power. So we did remap the car after that. Well, we didn't dyno it because there was no need. I'm not the type of person who goes into, I'm not the type of guy. So basically my butt dyno really says I've got a lot of power, and it shows whenever I need to like really get up and get going. Then yeah, it really does the most. So I always feel like I have more than enough power at all times. And yeah, depending on how you drive it, you can drive it like a sports car. It will comply, it will reward you accordingly, and you can take it easy on the road as well, and that also still works nonetheless. So question is, why do I love this car so much? The looks, number one, and the drive, number two. I haven't driven a car that offers me the same pleasure as this, so that's why there were two at some point. And then yeah, it's a feeling I cannot replicate. I cannot find anywhere else. I tried going for other brands, tried test driving other brands, but there was just something missing. So I really don't know what is so special about this car, but to me it's a keeper. I'm keeping it forever. Well, yeah, I'm keeping it forever. I just love driving it. It really feels nice. NVH levels, it's not so quiet inside here, but it's not loud either. A good balance, a good in between, because on highway speeds, whether you're driving 120 or doing illegal and silly stuff, you'll be fine, you know. And dynamically, it's great around corners as well. Body roll is kept to a minimum. Yeah, this is not the QV, so it doesn't offer you that limited slip differential and stuff like that, but this does the work for me. So I'm just an average guy, average person who just really drives an average car. So I don't look at this and think, oh, I'm driving an RS3 or something like that. No, I just drive a really nice warm hatch. Warm mainly because I also added a bit of flavor to it. So the software thingy upgrade, yeah, it added a lot more power, so it behaves more like a diesel car where I've got plenty of torque in any gear. So this, I'm in gear 4, I'm at 40, and I'm just gonna put my foot down as we join here, and the car will start pulling, you know. So yeah, as I was saying, plenty of torque from down low, irrespective of which gear I'm at, and I'm gonna demonstrate it. So I'm gonna put it into 4th and 30 kilometers foot flat. Let's go. It's about to kick in now. That's what torque is, you know. It starts pulling, 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 it starts pulling. Uphill from gear 4, and off we go, off we go, off we go, just like that. So that's what I mean when I say plenty of torque from down low. Doesn't matter what gear you're in. That's not really the right way to be driving your car, because you're putting a lot of pressure on your tail and stuff, but I was showing that it's possible, you know. When it comes to the torque, you always have that option, which is what more can you ask for from a car, you know. Power in all gears and all that. Even gear 6, by the way, you know, it also does that, but I want to show it now. Then steering wheel is also quite direct. In dynamic mode, I love putting it in dynamic mode only when I wanna feel like playing around. Then great stuff, dynamic mode will do for me. And then yeah, I don't know, man, I have a certain connection with this car that no other car has managed to capture. And well, obviously cars in the same league and stuff like that, so this is what I preferred it so much that it had to be done twice. I could do it a possible third and fourth time. I didn't do the align nothing. Then we can always, so this is a car that I will always recommend, but you must be aware it's not a really popular car, so if you want to sell it, you're gonna catch a very sad hiding. It will be priced very low. You won't be happy with that. They will try and scam you, if I can put it like that, mainly because it's not a popular brand. Depreciation hits it like crazy, but for somebody like me who loves the brand, who loves the car, I really appreciate that. One of the new cars that I also do like are the newer Alphas, you know. I really do like one of those. One day is one day, one day is one day. Yeah, sharp, and let's just enjoy it a bit more, you know. Let's go. Normal mode, by the way. Just the way it gets up and moves. Great stuff. subscribe, tell a friend, and I'll see you on the next.